We back.
I know you guys know this space.
We got a guest.
They brought a real one in.
Yes, first guest of the season. We are here today, and we are talking about the importance of humor and laughter.
And
okay,
who better to have on the show for that than the man right here? Who are you? Who are you?
Handle
You know
your
what I'm saying?
handles.
How y'all doing? Yo, my name is Dejan Alfred.
Okay.
Yes.
You can find me on Facebook. I'm not. That's where the old people be, but you know, Dejan Alfred on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then Keep It Funny. So
Yes.
literally how I said it. Keep It Funny with 3 Y's on the end for Instagram. You can find me between those two. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Word.
Well, like I
Hometown
said,
favorite, right?
like I said last episode, we go back like a cat on crack. We don't promote crack, but we go back like a crack, okay? Okay,
That's
like
a
Biggie and
fact.
the 10 crack commandments. You
That's
feel
a
me?
fact.
So before we jump into these great questions, I just want to talk about the therapeutic importance of laughter and humor, because we wouldn't be the spiritual tip if we didn't bring it home to spirituality.
Right.
So I think one thing we all take for granted is like the power of laughter. So I felt like this episode was really important for everybody because we're in such a like stressful society right now.
Right, especially the last 3 years.
What
Super.
between politics and freaking viruses and just
Natural
working,
disasters.
natural disasters,
Yeah.
money, people, losing jobs or
Just
not
a
going back to
stressed out
work.
situation
It has.
all
So
around.
comedy, laughter is really important. I think it's very beneficial. So let me just state what I have here.
Mm-hmm.
So short-term benefits for laughter, it can stimulate many organs because it enhances your oxygen air intake, which helps perfuse and oxygenate your vital organs. Another benefit, it helps you to release endorphins, which are happy hormones, to the brain. It relaxes your stress response, which in turn lowers your blood pressure and decreases your heart rate. It stimulates circulation and aids in muscle relaxation, which decreases stress levels. And it can also help alleviate pain. People probably didn't know that.
They did not.
Long-term benefits, it improves your immune system. Negative thoughts manifest into chemical reactions that can affect your body by bringing more stress into your system and decreasing your immunity. By contrast, positive thoughts can actually release neuropeptides that help fight stress and potentially more serious illnesses. And that is our information we're getting is from Mayo Clinic, if you want to go look it up.
The power of Google, y'all.
Yes, it can also help relieve pain by releasing painkiller receptors in the body, which are endorphins made by the hypothalamus, which people sleep on. Okay, and the pituitary gland has a lot to do with your third eye. Easier to cope with different life situations, and of course, it just helps improve your mood.
Thank you, Nurse Yana.
You're welcome.
I didn't know
Down,
any
Nurse
of that.
Yana.
Now to one of my favorite spiritualists, she's going to talk about the spiritual benefits.
Oh, that's me.
Because we wouldn't be us if we didn't mention that.
So stupid. All right. So obviously, the nature of laughter is a high vibrating vibration, right?
Love to
so
laugh.
it elevates your vibration and improves overall emotional health and overall strengthens your spirit. So whenever you're down, it's really good to watch something funny because it uplifts your spirits.
Or talk to your funny friends.
Yeah.
We
That's
be
what
laughing.
I'm here for.
Right? We be laughing.
Yeah.
We be laughing.
All day.
So like you guys know, we have our hometown favorite. Dejan, we're going to get started.
We're going to get started.
Let's do it, man.
So you want me to ask the first question, Brett?
Yeah, go ahead. Jump
So
into
I
it.
really want to know, what inspired you to start this journey of comedy? Because you were always funny growing
He
up.
was always funny.
Right.
He was
But
a
what
clown.
made you turn that into something that can make it real?
So a lot of people may or may not know,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to say like 4 years ago. No, definitely like 4 or 5 years ago. I had tore my Achilles, like playing football, some bullshit. Like like I'm too, like even 4 years, like I'm grown now, but 4 years ago I was still grown. Like I was like too grown to be having an injury like that. You know what I mean? Like Like, I gotta go to the workplace. They like, bro, what's
Wait.
wrong with you? Like,
What?
yeah,
You was
like,
on crutches and stuff?
bro, what? I had to get surgery like 2 weeks after that. I mean, crutches, could not walk,
Whoa,
nothing.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yo, it was bad. Like, so anybody that's ever experienced an injury like that set you back in a sense, like where you just cannot do normal functions, like go to the bathroom by yourself, take a
for
shower by
granted.
yeah, they take all that for granted. Like they be like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, as soon as that all stopped, and that was the first time I ever had an injury like that. So I was like down. Like I had to leave work. I had to take what they call it? I had to do
Disability.
Yeah, I had to take like disability and all that.
Oh, that was
yeah.
probably hard for you.
Yo, for like 6 months. And like y'all know how I move.
Yeah.
I'm out and about. Like I'm
Yeah,
outside.
everywhere.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
you're
really I'm really there.
He be on that bike.
He be outside for
He be
real.
on that bike.
I'll be on that bike. You'll see me, like for real. You know what I mean? So, yo, I was like, I was really tore up. Like, like no cap, like mentally. Like I was just like, everything was fucked up for a little bit. So I had to get used to just sitting still. And, you know, the good thing about me is, you know, I do find the humor and everything. So I would like, even when I was talking to my boys, like they would come visit me and stuff, like family would come visit. And I would just laugh and I would always make jokes about like, yeah, I can't believe I look like this right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that. So, but in that moment, I was like, you know what? Like, this is probably a good time to reassess like my life and what I'm doing. Like,
The power of a break.
yo, for real, because
We just talked about that.
I always tell people like, if I hadn't had that moment, I probably wouldn't be in comedy right now, for real.
Wow.
Yo, my life was moving so fast. Right after college, I had got a job at AT&T. Like I felt like I was making great money.
Yeah.
And it was a piece of shit money. But
Yeah.
but at that time,
For the time.
I felt like I was balling. Like I was
Right.
able to do everything on my own. I was living in my own spot. So the life was good, and I felt like I had it all. Like I didn't feel like I needed anything. So I was traveling. So, you know, I finally had this moment to sit back, and I was like, "Dad," I was like, "Yeah, like I'm doing all those things, but am I really happy?" You know what I'm saying? Like, and I finally got into a moment where I was like, "Is this my purpose?" You know what I mean? Like I felt like I was kind of. It was like I was
kind of a come to Jesus moment.
Yeah, like I was doing life, but I wasn't.
Living in your
I
purpose.
wasn't living in my purpose, and you know when you're not in your purpose.
Yes, you do.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
very
Yeah,
clear.
like
It's right here.
Like
It's
it's
like, you're
no,
not-
for real.
yeah.
Like.
And you sad, so you know that's stuff
Oh
talking
my
to you.
God, it's
That's-
hugging me.
Yeah,
It's hugging me. It's like, bruh, get your
Listen,
shit together.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So I sat there and I was talking to myself a lot, for real. And I encourage everybody to do that every now and then. Like, not on no
Definitely.
crazy shit, but
Yeah.
make sure that you aligned. You know what I'm saying? Like internally.
Say it again.
Not for real. Make sure that you align
Yeah.
internally. For
Internally.
real. So you know what I mean?
God slowed you down.
What?
God slowed you down.
that was purpose.
He
Yes.
put me on a break because I was doing too much. I mean, at the drop of a dime, my boys hit me. Yeah, what's up? We going to Miami? I'm out. Like, so let's go. You call me. Yo, one of my boys would go to Penn State frequently. Yo, come on, let's go to Penn State. All right, come on, let's go. Like, not even thinking about it. But when I look back on it, it's like I was killing so much time, but like, what was I really doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
man is
absolutely
talking
nothing.
a
You know what I
word
mean?
right
Like,
now.
I was fulfilling momentary, like, you know, habits. Like it was like, you know, yeah, I go drink, go party, go chill
was
with somebody.
fleeting.
It was, yeah, like I'm getting away from where I should really be. And it was only momentarily. And then once I get done with that fix, it's like, now I'm back to square one.
Right.
So when I injured myself, I was like, yo, like, what is my purpose? Like, what am I really good at? You know, what can I do effortlessly?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And I, just like you alluded to earlier, like, I've been funny. You know what I mean? And
Been
I was
funny.
like, you know what I mean? I gotta, and aside from the funny shit, like, if I throw an event, like, people comment, like, y'all be pulling up. You
you're
know what I'm saying? Like, if
personable.
I
People like
And they be
personable,
good.
you
Never
know
had
what
a
I mean?
baddie
Like,
back.
yo,
Never.
Never had a bad party.
swear to God.
Never.
Yo, pull up. So,
For real.
so you know, I had sat with one of my really close friends. Her name is Tiff Hill. Her mother.
Okay.
Yeah, I call her Mama Hill, like like
Yeah.
that's my spiritual mother. And I remember she said to me one day, it always resonated with me. She was like, Dejan, you know, you have a gift. And she was like, you need to figure out what you want to do with that gift. She was like, you have the ability to attract the masses. You know what I mean? And
Sagittarius power.
yo,
That's
amen.
very true.
And she was
Sagittarius
like,
power.
And
They
she,
do that.
Yo, word. And she asked me a real question. She was like, what? She was like, now that you know that you have that, she was like, it's up to you to figure out what you want to do with it. So
Shout out
now
to
to
Tiff.
speed it up,
Yeah.
word up. To speed it
mama.
up to that moment where I was injured and I was on the couch for like days, I sat and I was like, yo, you know what? I really think that I would be great at comedy. You know what I mean? Like, I really think it would be something that you know, not only like to me, it's not only the comedy piece, right? Like again, my calling is attracting the masses.
Yeah.
Now it's about how I educate that masses.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
what I
hey.
want to talk about with that masses.
Nah, I pulled you in with the laughter. Now let's talk about something.
Yeah.
So let's kick some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I also saw it as an outlet for me to be funny. I laugh at everything. I just
Yeah,
can't
you
help
have
it.
to.
You know what I mean? So it's like, let me pass that on to people. Just like you said earlier, it's a lot of shit going on in the
lot of
world.
shit,
People could be
man.
going through things, whatever
Yeah.
the case may be. It's like, I have shows all the time, and I would never, sometimes people come up to me after the show like, yo, I needed that. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, I'm just happy to be in a space where I could produce comedy, do comedy, and like help people's souls. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like even if it's for that little,
Time.
that small little bit of time. So
Yeah.
that's what really got me directed, you know, in comedy.
And I just want to say, having a platform is a blessing because not everybody can have a platform.
Word.
No.
And so
And a following.
and a following like
Word.
that. So if you have one, be very responsible with it because
Yeah.
you can change people's lives with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You never
like,
know.
It's
You
like
never
Hood
know.
Healer show
You
says,
never
use
know.
it as a tool. Like
Right.
you got to use your platforms as tools,
Right.
not a means to waste
Don't
time.
abuse it.
That's
But
a
use
fact.
it to make it lucrative for you.
Yeah.
Okay, whether
Yeah.
that means spiritually or monetarily, just
Yeah.
make it so it benefits you.
Word.
You know, so
Even if
yeah,
it's just your soul.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now my next question for
yeah,
him.
go. Yep,
10
yep,
on the
yep.
clock. Sorry, you know my spiritual
Word.
ass.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
What does laughter mean to you?
Man, so I post this every now and then. Like I put in my caption, I put in my story. Like laughter is therapeutic to me. You know,
Amen.
like I was always that dude. Like when something serious going on in the room, don't look at me because we all gonna start laughing. I just can't help it, and it be serious shit, and I'll be like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Like don't look this way because we're gonna start laughing. Like if it's
Right.
a circle,
Yeah.
good night.
Yeah.
Don't even you gotta sit us sitting this way because you don't even then you gonna see some teeth. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, like you know, laughter is everything to me. I remember like getting our butts whooped, like me and my brothers, like as kids, and
Your
then
brothers were even funny.
and we crying, like bawling, and then at the end, you know, we all in the same room afterwards, and I look over at my brother like, nigga, I was crying, but you was really crying. Like, you know what I mean? And we just start cracking up about that, and it's like we just forgot about the beating. So, you know, like
Make
laughter,
lemonade with lemons.
not word is born. You know what I mean? Like laughter is everything to me. I laugh at everything, even the bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what really get me through. Like this dude cut me off on the way here, like to get one car ahead.
I know.
Like it's like, bro, like I was gonna let you in anyway,
Right.
like because I really don't be that pressed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm on time.
I'm gonna be on time, and I gotta get where I want to get safely.
Right. No,
And I want to
true.
get back.
Right.
So I never been like that road rage dude. Like,
Yeah.
and we live in this world. These people really crazy.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what's gonna happen.
They will pull a gun out.
Yo,
and
real rap.
it's
I just
crazy.
saw an article like that yesterday. I was like, what?
Craziness.
Yeah.
Yo, dude cut me over short. I'm like, you know, you
got it. You got it.
funny, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, you know, little things like that. Like,
Yeah.
so that's how I see laughter. You know, I think it's therapeutic. I think it's needed, man. Especially in these times we live in. Like certain shit you look at, you just gotta. I mean, I know y'all have dealt with like ain't shit niggas.
But a lot of
And
stuff.
then- and then,
Even
like-
my own traumas.
And they
That
do
shit is
something,
funny.
and I know y'all be looking like.
But what's so funny? What's
Like-
funny is I feel like I was a more serious person growing up, right? My mother. My Brittany probably could attest. My mother likes to joke, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like
She's a jokester.
since I was young, she was just a funny person, and she likes comedy.
Yeah.
So I didn't align with her until I got older, but she was the person that would make like fake bodies in the bed. You
Oh,
walk
yes.
in,
Oh, I
and
love her
like
energy.
like
I love it.
pranks.
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
You would walk in, there would be a bed. There would be
I
a human. Like she would make a body in the bed. You
Right.
walk,
Miss
you went to go
Edith,
use
you
the
did
And you thinking that's her.
Whoa.
And you
and
thinking that's her.
you go into the bathroom, then you walk. You like what? It's like pranks, like type of pranks. Okay,
Yeah.
I
and
love
she's
it.
like in the corner. But when I think about what my mom's been through in her journey in life,
That's how she got.
that's how she got through.
You have to be like that.
She had to be funny. She has to laugh. Like
You-
always.
There is no other way. Like a lot of people don't know my story. Like even when I ended up in Piscataway, like I
Yeah.
used to live in Plainfield before that.
Yeah.
Like with my aunt and uncle, and that was a hard transition for me at the time because they were
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses. You know what I mean? So I wasn't always a Jehovah's Witness. Like I
And then coming to Piscataway,
I got brought in, right? I got brought into that.
It was
You know what I
wild.
mean? And then when I like Plainfield was already wild.
It was
Yeah.
given to
But like when I got to for real.
it was given to Grassy.
Right. On steroids.
No, for real, it's given to
Dead
Grassy.
ass. When I got
Not
to
another teen movie.
Bro, when I got to Piscataway, y'all was already having sex. Like,
Yeah,
I was still a virgin.
No,
like,
for real.
Like that was the thing. Dudes was like, oh yeah, well we going to the movie theaters at the Regals, and I'm like,
then we going to Shorty house.
I'm like, y'all having sex in the movie theater?
I mean,
What? Like I didn't like it
Y'all
was.
sneaking
It
in
was.
and
I wasn't allowed to go.
crazy.
That's probably why.
Yo, it was crazy. It was
Definitely
like
wasn't
it was
allowed
a
to go.
fast transition for me. So
Yeah,
but
dang.
even then, like I lived in Piscataway, and then remember I had to move to Houston. So it was always like a pick up and go thing for me. Pick up and go thing for me. For like various reasons, but. Throughout all that, and in each city, that's how I really know so many people. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because I lived in all these places, and Somerset. Was Franklin's where it started.
Yeah.
So it was like to get through each moment that I was going through in each of these cities or these states, whatever the case may be. Like what I had to laugh. Like there was because there was times where I would
keep
be
from
like,
crying.
What? Yes. Like
Wow.
crying. Like bro. Like do you like? I try to explain to people all the time. Like. We need stability. You know what I mean? Like you can't and don't get me wrong, like it's a lot of people out there that's like, well, I want to be here. I want to be here. I want to be here. I want to be there. I want to be yo. It's like I liken it to dating, right? It's like I always tell people, it's like if you get out of a situation that you was in for a long time, like take that break a little bit because jumping right into that next situation, like
honor that time,
and you keep doing it. It's
a pattern.
It's a pattern.
It's a pattern. It's
Right.
people that's like they call them serial daters.
Yes.
It's like yo, each time you jump into that new relationship, you losing a little bit of yourself.
It's true.
Because
we were
It's
just
so
talking about
true.
this.
yo, you gotta realize you trying to please each individual. Each individual is different. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
My fault.
And you can't even please yourself.
Yeah. You can, bro.
Pour an empty cup.
You don't know
Pour
who you
from
are.
an empty cup.
Yo, you pouring from an empty cup. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't. It's like you need that sense of stability. You know what I'm saying? In order to grow, like you have to be planted. Like plants don't move all around; they be there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
then
a
they grow.
very
You know what I'm
good
saying? Yeah, you
analogy.
can't. Yo, you have
That's
to
a
grow.
really good analogy.
You got to be stationed
Shout out
for a
to
little
intelligent
bit.
black men.
Hey, listen, I'm educated. I'm educated.
I'm here for
You
it.
heard?
Okay. So I mean, you basically kind of answered like because it was saying how did you turn your
done
pain
answered all the
I
questions
know.
I didn't
My
even
fault.
answer.
I'm sorry. My
No,
bad.
that's
My
good
bad.
because you definitely.
I be chatting.
No, it's true. Like you
Word.
took your pain and made it into humor because
I
I
had
will,
to.
I will
That's
say this
beautiful.
when we went to your last show when it was me, Britt, and Allie, and
Oh,
Jennifer.
y'all came to the one in Brunswick.
Yes,
right,
we
okay.
did.
We
Word.
came
Thank
to one in
y'all.
Brunswick,
I
and you were
appreciate y'all.
talking about your experience growing up in New Brunswick,
Yes.
and like looking. I think you said you lived. It was like Remsen or something, and you looked across. Shout out to
Yes.
New Brunswick. You looked across, and you were like, you made a joke about it.
Right.
That you were like, yo, I forgot
Right.
what the joke was, but it was funny because it was your
I was
experience.
telling
mom.
them, I was telling them like the different areas of New Brunswick, like,
Yes.
and how my mom is trying to explain to me, like we was in Remsen,
Yeah.
and it's
That was
like
so funny.
It
she
was.
Then why are we here?
like it was like prostitutes, like they was selling drugs, like, and then she was like, oh yeah, and they be shooting over here, and I look in the back, I'm like, well, why the fuck are we here? Like why? Because I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, all relatable shit.
No, for real, but
Yeah.
no,
No,
for
that's
real. That was
humorous.
funny as
'Cause
hell.
it's true.
Because
like,
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't funny when it was happening. I'm like, well, turn. What you talking about? Why are we here?
Why we here? I'm
Yeah,
trying
why
to
are we
live.
here? Like, why?
That
Yo.
was one of the jokes that stood out to me
That
because I'm
was
like,
too.
that is an
Yo.
experience. Because I've spoken to a lot of people who are from different places, different hoods, different,
Yeah.
and I've heard people say like, oh yeah, because they were doing crack across the street, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
Yeah.
and
That's
it's like,
actually traumatizing.
It stuck
A
with them.
suburban
Yeah.
girl. That's
Yeah.
why they're like,
Yeah.
what the freak?
Yeah.
To the point
Word.
where you could see it's kind of stunted and stagnated them in life.
Yes.
Right.
But with you, you're transmuting that.
Oh yeah.
Which takes you to
different
Oh, yeah.
uncharted
Oh, yeah.
levels,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah.
So it's a beauty in that.
And I think that's why you've been able to float in the world
Woo!
like that.
Oh,
That's-
definitely.
no matter where you
Definitely.
were.
Yeah, yeah.
no matter
yeah.
what.
Yeah.
No matter what. No
Yeah.
matter if it's like heartbreak or living situations or
Yeah.
injuries.
It's all about
The silver lining.
Literally,
Yeah.
it is. Life is perception. You know what I mean? Like,
sound
I
like
tell
Michael. You
Yo,
sound
I
like-
tell
you sound
people
like
all the
Michael.
time, like
Look at me.
there is nothing in this world that we cannot accomplish. Like
to
anybody
that.
that wants to do something, you can do it.
Right. Because it's been done.
It has been
Somebody
done.
has done it already.
It's
Say
been
it
done.
again.
It's been, and not only has it
Let
been
them
done,
know.
it's been done by multiple races.
Right.
Period.
Like, don't use that excuse like,
It's not
oh,
a
well, I'm
crutch.
black. So what? Are you
You
serious?
don't create no ceilings for yourself.
No.
If you look at comedy,
Yeah.
there's a lane for every race.
Yes, there
And
is.
there's an individual from every race that has made it.
Yeah.
You cannot sit there and be like, yo, I can't do it. You can literally do whatever it is that you want to do. You just got to put in the work.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Align yourself. Amen.
What I always tell everybody, and I'll bring this to the show.
Yeah.
I'll say this to y'all and to y'all fans and to the producer in the back. Shout out them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? you will never receive your blessing if you're not in position to receive it.
Oh,
Period.
God. Stop it right. I'm getting emotional.
I know.
Let me tell y'all something.
Can you say it again?
Let me tell y'all something.
Because-
Y'all brought the
No,
right person on the show today.
Yeah.
You brought the right person on the show today.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You could be doing anything in this world.
Yeah.
If it's not aligned with you and your dreams and your passion and your calling, you'll never receive the blessing. And that's why you hear a lot of people all the time, they be like, yo, I'm doing this, but I ain't getting. Okay, but is what you're doing aligning you with your purpose?
Right.
Like,
And is your heart in it? when
is
you're
your
doing
heart in it?
And
Are
it
you
goes-
actually putting in the work? Like,
It goes back to your tag, to your Instagram name, right? Keep
Yeah.
it funny.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going.
oh yeah, keep it funny, bro.
Keep it funny because that's your way
Yeah.
of keep going, right? You gotta
Yeah.
keep it funny to stay consistent and in alignment. So keep going with whatever you're doing.
Yes.
Well, our platform, we gotta keep going. We
I
can't
hope y'all
stop.
never stop.
No, we ain't stopping.
I hope
So-
y'all never stop. I just ran into a comedian yesterday.
Yeah.
We started 5 years ago together.
Wow.
5 years ago. Now our paths went like this, but we both
Full
never
circle.
stopped. So coming back and seeing him, do you know what that does for us? Yo, that's like, thank God I never gave up. Like,
Yeah.
he would have been here, I would have been here, like, or it would have
Yeah.
been vice versa, or like
Or you in the audience watching him.
that. Or it's
Yeah.
like, damn, like, thank God, like, I know I'm not the only one going through
Yeah.
this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's
and
true.
yo, y'all better not stop. Like, y'all gotta keep going. I always tell people, you don't even know. Like, I seen Steve Harvey say this. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta take risks.
Period.
Period.
You gotta take risks.
Period.
You're never gonna know. And then think about this too. Like, yo, it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that woke up today and they still in their bed bullshitting.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't even look
Dudes
like
in the
that,
bed
Dejan.
beating off, chilling. Girls in the bed touching themselves.
It is sábado gigante.
Waking up talking about what I'm
And
gonna
we
do
got
for
up
the
at
day.
6 a.m.
You know
on
what
a
I'm saying?
Saturday.
I'm up, and
Or
we
they,
up.
you know, they just
And
worried
we
about the
up.
next vibe.
And
you
we
know?
up.
Yeah.
They just waiting to catch, just how I used to be. They just waiting to
Catching
catch
the
the
vibe.
next,
Shit,
the next
Dejan.
vibe.
Ooh, you giving me
Yo,
chills
listen,
right now.
Listen,
Okay.
everybody not built. That's why I tell people, I was on the phone with my stepsister and my stepbrother and them the
Yeah.
other day. I told them niggas, I said, listen. Cause they was on the phone shouting me out, yeah, Dejan, yeah, you killing it. I said, listen, don't quit y'all day jobs.
Yeah. Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I am gonna make it. I know I'm
Period.
gonna make it.
Period.
But where I'm going, everybody can't go.
Oh my God.
I'm looking at the screen
Wait.
on that one.
Wait.
Everybody can't
Everybody
go.
look at the screen at that one.
Not for real.
You know I be talking about the tour bus.
What did I say?
dead
Everybody
ass.
cannot come.
Everybody
yo.
can't come.
You can't be
It's
on my tour
nothing
bus.
personal. You just
Yo,
can't come.
it's not, and
It's
they
not
was
personal.
cracking
Come.
up. I'm like, it's not personal.
But
I'm
you-
like,
they
I'm
laughing,
I'ma
but you
bless
for
y'all.
cereal.
Yo,
Yeah.
I told them I'ma bless y'all. Don't
Period.
worry about
You can,
it.
but you
Everybody
can't
gonna get a
come.
Tesla.
Yeah.
But listen,
After that, you on your own.
I'm going to LA alone.
Right.
This
Woo.
is I'm getting the crib. Me and my family gonna be over here alone. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody not gonna be on my type time. Yo, do
I
y'all
feel
know
you.
I'm in the city like almost every night now.
Yeah.
I just got home last night at 2 a.m.
Damn. Well, thanks for me. Goddamn.
And then I'm right. No,
Thank
yo,
you very
I'm out
much
there
for being
doing
here.
shows. I'm going spot to spot to spot to spot.
Yeah.
Come back, boom. What you think I'm about to do today?
Another one.
Wow.
I'm right back out there at 6 p.m. today.
I know that's right.
Boom, 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 boom. I ain't got time to do the bullshit.
Right.
You know, I'm not about to be out laid up. Yo, that bed, that situation right there is not doing nothing for me.
Oof.
It's not catering towards my goal. It's not. I'm reading a book right now by Leslie.
Tell me.
The dude's last name I cannot think of it. He played in Hamilton.
Okay.
He did that commercial. Nationwide
Is
is
on.
on.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I forget
Leslie.
his last
I don't know his
name.
last name.
Black
Leslie
guy,
something.
right?
Yeah.
He sings really nice.
I'll send y'all a picture of the book
Okay,
after
yeah,
this.
send it
but
to me. Cause
He got a
definitely.
book. He got a book out. It's called Failing Up. You know, it's about taking risks, chances, and learning within the process going through.
Oh,
He
yeah, I
telling
need
you
to
his
do that.
story about how he started, how he got aligned with his goals. Like that's another thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you do in your life and you trying to position yourself, everything got to position you.
What
like,
did we just? Can you?
What
can-
you feeding your
this is the
soul,
second-
all that. Yeah,
wait.
We
word.
just talked about that in the
talked
first
Yeah, word.
episode.
Yeah, word.
And we were just saying, I was just
We
saying
just
to
recorded before you.
I literally
Word.
just
And we just
told
said that.
Brittany, I
Word.
said, where I'm at in my life, I'm trying to be where the millionaires at. So
Yeah.
I have to align myself with
That
these
way.
people.
That's all you gotta ingest. You gotta read millionaire stuff. You gotta talk to
Period.
millionaires. You gotta, if you can, you gotta get a millionaire mentor.
Period.
You gotta, if they go to seminars,
Seminars.
they
All
go to
of that.
seminars. You
It's
need to be at that
Invisalign.
seminar. It is Invisalign. mind, chopping me up.
Even if
Like,
you want to socialize, put yourself in these rooms where
you gotta be in them
upper
rooms,
echelon.
bro.
But that's what we're talking about being selfish. You have to be selfish in
I have
those
to.
ways.
I have
like
requirements.
You just said, I love y'all. It's nothing personal, but you cannot come.
You can't. Everybody can't go with you, and you want to know why? Because like I was talking to my comedian comrades, but we all was chilling last night talking after the show, and I was like, you know what? The difference is between us and other individuals. It's like we could do this shit all night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could stay out there all night and go get another club and go get another gig, even if they give me like 5 minutes. Nigga, I'm taking them 5.
Right.
You know what I'm
Period.
saying? But the normal individual is like, yeah, nah, I'm in the crib. I ate, I had dinner, I'm chilling. Nah.
Can't play
like,
safe.
My hustle don't stop there. Woo! You know what I'm saying? And this is the point I brought up. So in that book with Leslie, it's called Failing Up.
Yeah.
In that book, in the early chapters, I forget which chapter it is, but he said every single day you should do something that goes towards your goal, your passion. He said even as simple as sending a text, sending an email, writing down something to yourself.
I just told my homegirl that yesterday.
Anything.
I'm taking that gem home.
Anything.
I literally just
every day you could do one thing.
I could go to the chat and I legit. Because I feel like outside of this, we're very therapeutic to people. Because people are always like, oh my God, how do you just want to do it and you just do it, you don't think about it.
Word.
We be in our head. I know I could be in my head, but I have to like fight the demons in my head because I know my angels are louder.
But also,
amen,
I don't give a fuck what nobody else says,
don't,
though.
right.
Because I'm going to do what I want to do at the end of the day that makes me happy.
But I literally told my homegirl because we were talking about life. And, you know, one thing I always tell, she's a younger girl. And I always tell her, she never quits. And I fucks with that. Because
like that.
She's from New York. She moved to Florida. She's still doing the damn thing. She never gives up. And I said, look at the fact that you could come to New York and say, F it, I don't want to do this no more.
Right.
And you still do it. She's like, but sometimes I feel overwhelmed. I said, listen, that's because you want to be a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Procrastination is perfectionism.
Yeah.
It's okay. But what you're going to start doing, I said, what you need to start doing is make a list of 3 things that you know you can accomplish, whether it's in that day or that week. Write it down. Write it down, make a list, do something where you know it's putting you in the alignment with where you want to be and where you see yourself.
Something. Yo, I want you to go tell your friend something too. Like, let her know this.
Shout out to Cece. Love you, girl.
Hey, Cece.
Cece, what up? Like, let Cece know, like, you supposed to be stressed.
Right. If you're not stressed, you're
and
not
I
doing
always tell her
something right.
that.
If you're not uncomfortable, then you're not in the right space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was just telling my brother about this. Yeah, entirely too comfortable.
What? 10 personalities I be in my head because it's like, you know, it's
always gonna be something.
I'm in a competition right now. Like, I just want to I'm trying to do that 7 streams of income type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And even if not everything's making me money, I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself out there to eventually get the blessing.
Me and
like, that's
right.
Like that's the point that I'm trying to make.
In
is
alignment,
like
putting yourself
you
in
have
alignment.
to put yourself out there to get it.
Yeah.
Which means if you didn't start them, let's just say the 7 streams wasn't even making money.
Yeah.
If you had never created the streams, the water's never going to flow.
How would you know? You know what's funny?
How would you know?
And like you said, you have to tell the universe you're ready.
Yes.
I'm a fond believer in that. If I don't tell the
Definitely.
universe I'm ready, it's going to be like, all right, well, you're not ready. You're not going to receive it.
No.
Just like you said.
I talk to the universe all the time. I did a show last week, and I was in the city. I was going to Broadway Comedy Club. On my way to Broadway Comedy Club, it's down there in that area where all the plays and the late
Love
night
it.
show.
Yeah.
So I stopped at the red light. Did some real shit. I
love
drove.
it.
I stopped
Talk
at
about
the
the
red light,
manifestations.
and I looked across the street, and it was the late night show, and I forget whose name was up there, but that shit didn't even matter because I was like, my name is going to be up there.
I
was like, yo. And in that moment, I was doing something that was geared towards my goal, towards my dream, going to another comedy club, and I stopped and I looked across the street for a second. I'm like, yo, my name is going to be up there one day.
The power of alchemy.
Yo, I'm telling you, you just...
Real.
And
real.
not for nothing, we got to bring it back to spiritual tip. Like,
Of course.
You're a Sagittarius.
Yes.
And I always tell Sages around me, like, y'all are so
They're powerful.
fucking powerful.
Yeah, word.
Like, and likable.
Yeah,
And
word.
personable.
Yeah.
And because you guys are mutable, you can connect with anybody in
can
the
move
room.
Anybody. Yeah, word.
And
That's a fact.
one thing I always tell my Sag people, I have a lot of Sag people around me, and I always say to them, hone in on
you
that
have
power.
to. Oh, my God.
No matter what you want, you could say, I want ice cream from the
Yes.
baddest bitch down the block.
Yes.
Guess what? Next week, the baddest
Yes.
bitch with the ice cream gonna come down and give it to you. You're gonna be like,
Yes.
oh. And it's just so, like, I see it.
That's a fact.
I see it. It's just,
That's
they
a
say
fact.
something, boom, it's there.
Yo, a lot of people don't even realize I got a real job.
Yeah.
Like, I work in IT.
Wow.
Like, I help companies build out their business intelligence.
Nice.
You know
I
what
don't even
like,
know if people think we have a real job.
Yeah, they probably don't know.
Because we be outside. I be outside.
Oh, yeah.
And then none of them be like, they just be doing stuff.
Let me tell you something. Everybody here at this table, including my man in the back, we are real life professionals. Like, listen, this is not no.
This is not for play.
What? Yo, we did the school shit. Okay, cool. And then we did the graduation shit. And then some of us did the college shit. And then after that, we do the professional shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Scotty people do really well for themselves.
They
Too.
do.
Not
get it twisted. Yeah, don't get it twisted.
We do well for ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say.
Do not get it twisted
at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a different. What I learned is like even in my like at my nightlife, like when I gotta do the comedy and I gotta do all that shit. Like I noticed like you see who working, you see who not working. You know what I mean? It's like it's not that it can't be done. It's do you want to do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to want to do it. And for anybody that has the ability to be able to hone in, like this is why I brought up like my day job and stuff like that, is like, and being a Sagittarius and honing in on the fact that I have this energy.
Yeah.
And I, and I could share and I could give it to other people and I could bring them in. Like, bro, I work in a high tech professional space where it's a lot of money moving. Like these. And it's not a lot of black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the only black person on my team.
You gotta learn how to move in different rooms.
Yeah, word. It's like, and you need to know how to move in different rooms. And let me tell you something.
Scotty does that too.
Let me tell you something.
I feel like that they nurture that.
Them white folk love me.
Yep.
They can't get enough.
You know what's funny? When you were saying that, in my head, my clairvoyance was going in. They're like, hey, Jason.
How's it going?
I'm telling you.
That's what I was thinking.
Billy. All right. How you doing? Anchovies? Let's do it. What? I'm with that. I am with that shit. But I also enjoy that shit.
Right.
Like, exactly.
It's like obviously racism was here before we got here. It's gonna be here when we leave.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
don't make it block you. Don't
all
let it
the people they all not evil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now are they? Yeah. It's bad black people.
There are white people who happen to be white. And then there's people who are just white.
Yeah. That's just what it is.
And let me tell you something. I've been done bad by everybody.
Everybody, bro.
Black, white, it don't matter.
Okay.
Everybody lying, everybody cheating, everybody stealing. There is no category for the race. You understand what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, like, for me specifically, like, I hone in on how personable I am, like how real I can be, and that's why people love me. That's why people love me, because they know they're going to get some real shit.
Believe that, Dejan.
They know they're going to get some real shit. Because honestly, in a world full of fake shit, you need the real.
Well, you are
10 toes down.
I just posted that the other day.
I'm telling you.
Okay?
For real.
And you're just one of those people too, like no matter what you're doing, I feel like I always got to support because you just always true to
yourself. I feel like he always brings us back together.
I appreciate that.
And he's true to himself. And I really fucks with that.
Yeah.
I'm in a point in my life where Brittany knows and my friends know I'm just not into facades.
Word.
I really want the material to match the person that you're portraying.
Yes. Come on.
And I need it to be consistent.
Come on.
So for that, I feel like that's why I was like, I got to bring her on the show. We got to bring her on the show because it's like you are very consistent.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah, you are very consistent.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
With who you are.
I appreciate that. Like, I
from day
appreciate that.
one.
Yeah, it's
know?
not, and that shit is not easy.
It's not.
You know what I mean? It's like
to be genuine in a world of not genuine.
What? Yo, I was telling my mans last night. I'm like, bro, you gotta think about it. It's regular humans, right, in the world that deal with regular shit.
Yeah.
But to them, that could be monumental. So it's people that go through their 9 to 5, right? Deal with their family shit.
Yeah.
People that deal with relationship shit. Like that nigga may not be shit. Like that chick may not be shit.
Yeah.
And then you got bills.
Yeah.
And, like you stress. You got that stress, and then you got people like me that deal with that type of stress. But then I also got this other stress. Like the comedy, the entertainment. Like, bro,
we
like,
feel you.
What?
We get it.
And then y'all too. Like y'all got real jobs. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you think it's easy to run a podcast? And y'all really doing it? Because I done been on some podcasts.
And another business on top of that.
And another business.
And be a mom.
Let me tell y'all something.
Because we have separate businesses outside of our everyday job.
Yeah.
And then that's why I was telling her yesterday. Yesterday was the only time I'm not doing nothing for any work.
Yes.
At all.
Yes.
Because I be here, I be there,
important.
making that money, making sure this business is good, making sure we got our podcast organized.
Right.
Like we got to make sure we get send things out by a certain time. Like,
but I think that's why you have a clear mind of when that time comes. It's like that's why everybody can't come with me because not everybody was with me.
Period.
Getting there.
Yo.
Sorry.
And you wanna know what? The deeper you tap into all the shit that you doing, that's when you start excommunicating.
Yeah.
That's when you start distancing. You like, yo, it ain't you.
He gave me goosebumps because
But
that's a word.
I'm eating right now. You like you feel me?
Legit just went through.
No, for real. And if you not, and it's not even no beef.
No.
Yes,
I got friends that I talk to. We talk in the group chat every day.
Ain't no beef.
We talk every day, but when it come to chilling, like oh my God, we used to chill every day. We used to pull up and chill every day. Yo, we can't do it no more because
I got shit to do.
I
in the
can't
city.
do it anymore.
Yeah. Even but like all the responsibilities and everything. It'd be like, bro, like you only get 24 hours in a day.
I always say this.
You only get 24, and you want to hope that you sleep for 8 of them.
Okay.
And then you got to work for another 8. What you gonna do with the other 8?
Dejan.
You got 8 left. What you gonna do with that 8?
I'm about to throw my shoe at him.
Because he's right.
Come on now.
Because that's literally how I live my life. I say,
Yo,
and I tell people that I'm like, yo, you got the same 24 hours I got. Sorry. Like,
what was you doing with yours?
You got to maximize your time.
You have to.
So I sometimes I was at work infusing somebody, and I'm over here like, okay, let me work on the spiritual tip questions.
Bruh.
Like,
Multitask.
let me work on the spiritual,
Multitask.
I'm like, okay, I got downtime. You got to maximize your, what I've learned having all these professions and doing all this stuff is like, maximize your time.
You have to. You have to.
Use your 24 hours. It goes fast. My mom used to say that growing up.
Yo,
but it hit different.
Fast.
And she wasn't even doing what we doing.
Fast.
Me and Brittany do we all doing things that our parents did. They worked, took care of family.
That was it. That was it.
Maybe a little self-care on the side, but they didn't have endeavors like we're working on.
Yeah, my mom too. Like love my mom to death, but I've traveled places that she can't even fathom.
Woo.
Like
Mine
and she'll tell me. She was like, Dejan, I'm just so proud of you in a sense, like you like traveling the world, you doing all these things. She was like, it wasn't that, it's just something that she never thought about.
Yeah.
Like they were so
different.
caught up in taking care of, and they had us when they was young too.
Their generation's different.
And their generation was different. Our generation is more like we out and about. Like, you know what I mean? And we
ain't
trying
gonna
to
stop
see
me.
these
I'm
things.
taking my PTO.
We
Yeah,
trying to see.
Oh, the PTO is used.
And ain't nothing stopping.
Yeah,
We
exceed
going.
it too
Prepare
sometimes.
the
Yeah.
Word up. I'm using it.
Period.
Word.
So would you say like comedy, like how do you use your comedy to get through adversities?
So
You've probably been through a couple things.
Oh yeah, like and then like when I go through it, like I'll just like write it down. So I got a pad. Oh yeah, like I got a pad because
I was journaling.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I have a whole journal. I have a comedy journal.
You guys.
Yeah, so what I do, I just, I always jot it down or I put it in my phone if I don't got my notepad with me. Then when I get to my notepad, I'll transition it. But you basically, like, because I know the shit that I'm going through, I'm not the first to go through it.
Right.
I know that what I'm going through, I may not know what anybody else is going through, but when I hit that stage and I start telling that joke, my confirmation that I'm not the only person going through it is when everybody start laughing.
Period. Yep. I mean, as clear as day. As clear as day.
Yo, I tell a joke and it's about getting cheated on. Everybody, oh my God, yeah, I just got cheated on. Lord have mercy. Well, oh my God, my girlfriend, that happened to her. Like, oh my God, we all, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like that's the confirmation. Like, I think one of the best things about comedy is being relatable.
Yeah.
So, everybody has their own method, like how they get up, like how they go through their routine, what they talk about, and X, Y, and Z. And I always wanted to make sure, like, what I was talking about was relatable.
Period. Yes, you have to.
So speaking about being relatable, if somebody wanted to make somebody laugh, what would you say to them as advice?
Yes, that's a good question.
Yeah, this is a great question because I'm just naturally funny.
Yeah.
But for someone that wanted to make somebody laugh, I've had some of my biggest laugh. I mean, my deepest. I'm talking to the point
belly
where
laugh.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
I have had those laughs, like not on stage, like not. It's been like just in a closed setting or like in the car. Like I remember one time, me and one of my closest friends, his name is Anthony Ant Watts, and we always, every time to this day, and this happened when I was like in like a junior in high school or something like that. But we never let go of this story. One time we was in the car, we was driving, and it's two of us, and we got our boy in the back. And it's dumb early. I forget where we was coming from. It was mad early though. We on the road, we riding, and like we ride to the car and we have rolled the windows down like they let the air in. So we like, yo, I look down, I'm like, you don't smell that? Like something smells crazy, right? So I had licked my, like, when you lick your lip and you go like this. So I like did that, and he was like, boy, you better smell that top lip. I don't know, and this, I don't know, it's not even too crazy funny, but in that moment, we had to pull the car over. Jokers couldn't even. We throwing water out the window. We just crying but literally like that. We cracking up, So like, what I would tell people is like, don't. Like, if you want to make people laugh, like, don't look to make them laugh. Sometimes just be natural. Like, just because y'all gonna laugh. You know what I mean? And y'all know it. Like, y'all chill with y'all homegirls or y'all homeboys, whatever. Like, and I know y'all be, and it can be anything. Sometimes sometimes it'll be like, you'll see something and you think you're the only one that's seen it, and you look at your homegirl, you like, bitch, I seen it.
We went to Philly. We went to Philly.
Okay.
We went to Philly a couple weeks ago.
I want to hear it.
Wait, what happened?
I want to hear it.
When we got the nice car. When we got the nice car, it was you, me, Rosanna, Jennifer. After the everyday people, I think it was after the everyday people party. It was in Philly.
Those parties be lit.
And we were with Jennifer, her partner, and I was just going in like. It was like bit after bit after bit because I was feeling saucy. Right. And it was just real life things happening, and every real life thing that was happening, I was making a goddamn joke out of it. Because it was just.
And you wasn't even trying. You was just in the moment.
And it's funny because I had a reader one time say to me. Actually, it's when we went to. It was last year. We went to Yoni Fest.
Okay.
And it's so crazy. The girl looked. I said something, and the girl. I'm always making jokes because life is life.
As you should be.
And she looked at me and she was like, she started cracking up. She didn't know me. She goes, "You never thought about doing comedy?"
Oh yeah, she did.
Right. And I was like,
what she said to you was, you need to have your own show.
She's like, she's like, you need to have a show. And she's like, you never thought about doing comedy? And I'm like, no. And I think since then, it's been like 2 other people who are like, you never thought about comedy? And I'm like,
try it.
No. But I'm like, I just be living.
Right.
Like, I just be living.
And if you happy with that, then keep it that way.
And I just feel like, it's just, laughter is something that is therapeutic.
Right. It's super therapeutic.
I think that me and my friends are hilarious.
Black people don't do it enough. That's why we got high blood pressure.
Yo,
I love that.
I think my friends,
I'm saying.
we can make an annoying situation. We sending memes, making jokes, and punchlines, and we is just a funny group.
It's hilarious.
Right. I think we are hilarious. And it's like very important to have that. Like,
you need that.
It just creates a softness in the world for you,
Yeah.
So definitely, I mean, I don't have the balls like you do to step in front of the audience.
Yeah,
that's when. That's another question. Talk about that. How do you do that?
Yeah.
How did you
don't get nervous?
Like, how do you tap in?
Do I get nervous? I'll be scared as hell. But
how do you tap in to your comedy and like who you like? Is it like you're a man? Is it like a Sasha Fierce where she's like, okay, I step into Sasha Fierce, or do you just stay yourself? Like, what do you channel?
Man, I never used to, and this just recently, I want to say like maybe 8 shows ago. Like, I never used to pray like before I went up. Like, I would just kind of, smoke a little bit, drink a little bit, and then feel a little. I'm like, all right, here we go. You know what I mean? Because I had a comedian tell me, like, really, really, famous comedian say, like, yo, the day that you stop getting nervous before you about to go on, then this game is dead to you.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning like you're never gonna not get nervous.
You gotta feel.
So to answer y'all question, like, yeah, I be nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like honestly, and I've done it so much to this point where it's not like I'll be like, oh my God, I can't go up there. Like the very first time I ever went up, nerves fucked up. Like, yo, shaking, couldn't feel my hands. I'm like, hey, yo. But it was in that moment I knew that I was where I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, so now I channel it in a sense like, I do smoke a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, I get one drink this time.
Right.
Like, I be chilling. And then, I just pray real quick. I'm like, God, just,
That's the best thing to do.
provide me with the words, help me, like, stay on my flow, help me be as funny as I can for these people. And then I go out there and I do it. Ever since I started doing that, it's like, I was always funny before that, but now it's like I feel like I'm in control. Because I'm not going to lie, it be times you get up there, it be lights in your eyes all the time. And I'm like, and it's people, you can't see the people, but it's mad people there. And you be like, nigga, you better be funny.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And then you got the promoter that put you on. You got the owner in there. Like, if you're not funny, you're not coming back.
Right.
So it's like mad stress. And then in my head, I'm just like, yo, be funny. It's been times I get up there and I'll be forgetting my set. Like, and I kid y'all not, I put this on everything I love. God can strike me dead right now if I'm lying. Let me tell y'all something. There's been times I get up there and one little thing could throw you off. Like if you make eye contact with somebody in the crowd and they fidget or they like grab their phone, you be like, oh my God, I just forgot what I was about to say next. I swear to God, them words be coming through me. Oh my God. Like literally, I'll forget the word. I look to the side and them words, it's like somebody tapped me on the shoulder. Whoop. This is what you was about to say. Boom. I get back in there and it's like a new energy. And now I know like God with me right now. You know what I mean? Like boom.
He's taking the wheel for you.
Yo, and it's also about consistency. Yeah. Like, you know, I get stronger every time I have another show. And then I do another show. Then I do another show. Like I don't feel like I'm perfect at all. Like I'm still learning.
But that's how you grow and become a better at your craft. Yeah. Because you're never too full of yourself. You gotta master it. You know,
you gotta master. I forget who said the saying. You gotta do 10,000 hours or something.
Yeah, and it keeps you humble.
Like yeah.
Keeps you working.
Right.
You don't get comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, and
once you get comfortable, it's alright.
You know, okay. You know, so I think just talking about laughter and comedy, putting yourself out there, I think half the battle is just putting yourself out there. You know, I think I like to think I'm a person that likes to like entertain, but I've always had extreme stage fright. Like extreme because I'm a perfectionist in my head, right? So if it's not like what I picture, then it's just no point in me doing it. Right. But it's like, but how do you know? You could work on it. That gives you something to work towards. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Just hearing you talk right now, I was supposed to come here today because this just popped in my head. Wow. Was y'all on the choir? Was y'all in the choir? You was in the choir.
I was in...
Back in Quibbletown.
Yes, I was. You remember that?
You was in the choir, right? You didn't go to Quibbletown.
I didn't go to Quibbletown, but I was in the choir in Shore.
Right. So...
You remember me in chorus?
So you was in chorus. I was in chorus too.
Oh my God.
I'm about to give you a moment. Do you remember... This is like when I knew... Like,
throwback. Wait.
This is... super throwback. This is middle school.
Oh my God.
This is middle school.
Chills. Oh my God.
Do you remember when we did that Nelly and Kelly Rowland song?
Oh my God, no, Dejan!
Bruh. Oh people don't remember. Right. Let me tell you something.
Wait, we did
You was
Nelly
over there
Kelly?
with the altos and all them, and I was over there with the baritones, whatever. And do you remember I had to play Nelly?
Oh my God, it's coming back to me very faintly.
Do you remember that?
It was our teacher with the glasses and the white hair.
White dude with the glasses.
God.
Word. Yo, and he was like, yo, we need somebody to play Nelly.
Right now.
And I ended up, and remember, like, he was like, Dejan, you got to do it. Like,
I remember that because you were in the middle.
I was in the middle. And, I used to come out and I would actually do Nelly. And this is like in front of crowds. Like this is like
because he did a whole like compilation. He was down. He was a down.
I was like, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, he did Motown. Everything.
Yeah, it was like at that point, and I was like, yo, you know what? I ain't got no problem.
Play piano.
Yeah. I was like, yo, I don't have a problem being in front of crowds.
Wow, that's so.
That's a throwback. Word.
The fact that wow.
That was awesome.
Wow.
That was not planned.
A lot of people don't know I was in chorus. I forgot you were in freaking...
Yo,
it's crazy because
we was in that chorus class.
Back.
We go way back.
But wow.
This was supposed to happen. It's crazy.
Wow. I got you good water.
That was great.
I got you some. You was
we
Nelly.
Was in chorus, bro. I was Nelly. And remember,
That was Hot in Here era.
Yo, Hot in... Yes. Nelly, I love you. And I...
Yo, that is such a dope memory because yes, you're right.
Hilarious.
Wow, that's hilarious.
That's so good.
Okay, let me take my
that for y'all.
That was great. That was a good moment. And it's funny because look at us now, full circle.
Wow.
Yo, I was supposed to be here today.
You were.
So crazy.
Actually, you were supposed to be here like last season, but
I know.
I was.
Y'all don't know.
I was in LA.
But this is more
my fault.
But this is better. This is way better.
I also want to ask too, like, have you ever been in a situation where it was like inappropriate to use your comedy or your humor?
He was.
Oh my God, yes.
Where it was like crickets, and you're like, what? Maybe too soon.
Yo,
too soon.
That was when so 2 jokes. It was 2 jokes.
Ooh, and he got specific.
I hope nobody died.
Yo, yeah, like that was somebody did with one of them.
Oh my God.
But I never been that type of comedian that was like I never want to push the brink. Like I don't want to tether like along the line. I've never been that dude. Like I just want jokers to laugh. Like I don't want to be confrontational with like what's going on. Like you know
Get
I
smacked,
will
like
like.
Will
like
did.
like yo, what? We're fighting. Like what are you talking about? We are fighting. Like that. At the end of the day, bro, I'm a man. Like you know what I mean. So I hope you know, like I'm not gonna mess up my bag. But after this show, you are gonna have to come see me backstage.
I need the 5.
You know what I'm saying? No, for real. I need at least 6.
Right. Close
at least 6.5. So. Yeah, yo, it was 2 jokes. So the first one I'll say, I was traveling at the time. I was going to like Atlanta. I was performing in Atlanta, then I would go to LA. And I hadn't really done any NY rooms for like a little bit. So
Okay. You know, it's a hard crowd.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no work. I mean, NY is where I started.
Yeah.
So it's a tough crowd, but you know, I feel like down south is a little tougher, but that's another conversation for another day. Like,
okay.
Because they take their comedy serious, like in Atlanta and North Carolina, shit like that. But I had been traveling at this time, and I was around, and I was like, you know what? I got to get back around the way I got to get back to the home team.
Yeah.
So I went into the city. My boy Julio, shout out to Julio. That's who I was talking about earlier. I started comedy with like 5 years ago. What up, bro? He had brought me out to do this show, so I go and I do the show, and I had a gay joke that I would do.
Okay.
So I'm in the room, and I had said the gay joke, and then it wasn't a bad gay joke. I was talking about being hit on by a gay guy, and like I could feel the energy.
Because you in New
Like,
York.
right, and they not they all, but it's fluent. You know what I mean? It's fluent.
Very liberal.
Like
very fluent.
yeah. So like the energy, like I had them. They was like, they're screaming, and then next thing you know, it went in, and I was like, okay, I fucked up.
Yeah.
And then that was a moment, and I was like, okay, Dejan, like read the room, like that. So now when I go do a comedy show now, I'll be like most comics will be in the back, they're chilling aside, like. I will go look at the room. Like I'll be in the back. I'll be like, stand in the back for a little bit. Like let me see if they laughing at. Like let me get a drift of like what's going on. Let me look at the people.
That's what good comedians
You know what I'm
do.
saying? Yeah, like you got to study the room and understand what's going on. Now, if you got a joke that slap, it's gonna slap. Yeah, like and I still say the gay joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just I know like let me be cognizant of.
And it's refined.
Yes, you know. Oh yeah, it's way refined by now, but compared to like what it used to be.
Yeah.
But so that was one moment, and then I was in LA at the time when Kobe Bryant passed away. You know, like rest in peace. And there's a joke that I do where I kind of do a build up, you know, like I'll build everybody up to bring them back in to catch this laugh real quick. And I'll be like, you know, it's all this natural disasters going on in the world. Like it's like it's this going on, it's this going on. And then I was like, you know, Kobe just passed away. And I remember I was at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, and there was somebody in the front row. It was a black dude. I remember his face. Yeah. I said it. He's like, like he went real, and I was like, oh God. Like remember I was telling y'all earlier, like one little thing will throw you off. I'm already nervous as hell because I'm on the Laugh Factory stage, and the dude, he's like, and I said, oh, fucked up.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Again.
Like I was kind of just, you know, I wanted to, but honestly, like that's the reaction I was looking for.
Yeah.
Cause then I bring it back in, and then I'll be like, but you know what? Fuck my aunt. And then, you know, like, and everybody start cracking up, like, cause I be telling people to let go and let God, and then I'm like, but I ain't doing it. So, you know, yeah. So there were like, I would say like those are the 2 moments where I knew like something was probably a little inappropriate or maybe too soon.
Okay.
Yeah. But I wrapped it in, you know, you make it like, my boy just did a show last night, and there's a transgender bar.
Yeah.
And one of the hosts is transgender, but they were a girl, and now they identify as a he.
Okay.
But they were originally a she.
Yeah.
And he made a quick mistake. He was like, oh, you know, she brought me, you know, thank her for bringing me up to the stage, blah, blah, blah. Right? And it was like, he was talking about last night. He was like, "Damn, like I fucked up. Like the room, kind of same thing. The room was because they know
the pronouns.
Like they know the pronouns and they get it. So it be little things like that. Like you don't notice it. It be quick, but if you're a really good comedian, you seasoned, like you know how to get the room back.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
Love that.
Word.
I love that. I know this is like off grid. Maybe we could answer real quick because then I know we can get into our other handles. But
Word.
How do you feel about not being over? You know, because people are very sensitive.
All right.
So how do you refine that as the world is changing or, you know, getting less or more sensitive? How do you refine that? Like, do you go back to your jokes and like change them? Like, because, you know, it's different.
Very sensitive
Yeah. So I really don't change much. You
Good
know,
answer. I was hoping you said that.
Yeah, you know, if anything,
I was hoping you said that. Stay true to you.
Yeah, if anything, I lean into it more during those times.
Somebody gonna like it.
Yeah, somebody gonna rock with it, you know. And for those individuals that don't, you know, like I don't want to say F them, but it's like
it's not for everybody.
Like, it's not for everybody.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like I found that when you start trying to, adjust every little thing to go
Then
with
it's not funny
everything
anymore.
that now you taking away from the joke. Like the sauce is
It's
gone
not
because
funny.
it's not funny no more because damn, it's like you got to keep adjusting the joke all the time. Every time something in the world happen, like like.
And it's your truth.
Yeah, and it's my truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like as a good comedian, like your energy should always own the stage.
Period.
So if you do say something that's left, you know what I'm saying, and you notice ain't nobody laugh, like you lean into that. Oh, so y'all ain't gonna laugh. You know what I mean? And then they start giggling. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's always, it's. You got to stay true to yourself in this game because if you start the same thing like I was saying earlier with dating people, you start. Every new person, you got to switch your swag up to please that person.
We were just talking about that.
You're literally losing yourself. Wow. It's the same thing with the jokes.
We literally just said that in the last episode. We were like, listen, it's, people change with each person they date. That means you don't really know. You got to know yourself.
You don't even know yourself because you're giving away because you're trying to, no matter what, you always going to try to please the person that you're dealing with. And if that person is into something that you're not into, well, guess what? Now you into it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will say you're an evolved Sagittarius because I don't feel off of you from what I'm feeling off of you. Right. I don't feel that you are a people pleaser. I feel that you are true to what you need.
Yeah,
and
it's either we going. Yeah,
because a lot of Sagittarius are people pleasers.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I feel like you have your boundaries with that, and you learn that very early.
Yeah, I'm not going to do something that I don't want to do.
Period.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, that's
Amen.
it. That's it.
I ain't doing
He might have Taurus in his place.
Word,
He might,
that's a
because
fact.
Are we too late? Are we too late for the game?
It's fine. We're not doing it because I forgot the questions anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
Not even gonna hold you.
But what I do want to do is I want you to state some, say where you're gonna be maybe tonight.
Word.
You were at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, which I'm really proud of because I actually go to the Stress Factory to see.
I've done it too.
So I'm very proud of you.
Big people
Thank you
there.
so much.
So proud of you,
Thank
Dejan.
you so much. I really appreciate
this is only the
that.
beginning.
Word, yeah.
They're gonna see this today, and maybe a year, 2 years, who knows? We're gonna all be in our own platforms and being in another room.
And you know what?
And we'll be at Essence Fest.
And
all
I'm
of
gonna
us.
be I'm gonna be the same dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the same dude.
I
Like I can't wait to see y'all there. Like
we're gonna be at Essence Fest with him, and we're gonna be having our own platforms. Everybody.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be so dope.
I can't wait. I will definitely meet y'all at the top. For sure.
Cause we going, y'all.
Y'all heard that, right?
Stay consistent.
Okay.
Here first. You know what? Every spiritual, everybody keeps saying it must be the Lord sends people to us because everybody. Word. Everyone.
Word.
Tells us whether it's a friend, family member. It's like stay consistent.
Yeah, and I'll be saying it to myself every day. I'll be like, bro, like I get in the bed. Like I said, I got in at 2 a.m. last night. I woke up this morning. I was like, I gotta be consistent.
Yeah.
And I'm here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Word up. I thank y'all. It. Thank y'all for having me. I thought this show was extremely dope.
Yeah, thank you.
For real. This is nice. I love it. Thank you.
Add to it.
Yes. So please let them know. Let's close it out. You guys.
Where you gonna be?
We want
so
Dejan.
much.
Tell Dejan's gonna tell all y'all where he's gonna be at.
Yo, so July 31st. I mean, I got a lot of shows in between time in the city. I'm going to LA for the first week of August. I'll be doing some shows out there.
Yeah.
But for everybody in Jersey, the July 31st, I'm having a big party at Big Shots.
We gonna be there.
And all proceeds are going towards kids for backpacks and money for school supplies. Because I can't believe the summer went by that fast. School is right around the corner. We want to supply backpacks with supplies for the kids. So that's where all the money is going to. But
that's right.
In the process, we're going to be turned up.
Yes, we are. Yeah. And you know what? He always does things like that when he has these parties. We even did Toys for Tots. I think we did a Toys for Tots. Word. So thank you, Dejan.
Thanks, Dejan.
Yo, I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Thank y'all so much for having me.
You guys, the importance of laughter and humor. Get into it, okay?
You need
Keenan and Britt
on the spiritual tip.
Where we talk about some spiritual shit.
And we out.
Love you.